T-shirt.
Hold on. Okay, there you go. Greetings, friends. We are live. I hope everybody can hear me. Hopefully, this is louder than before.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ryan and I are at the same volume level right now, so as long as things continue on the way they continue, that'll be good. But if somebody wants to tell me that I'm quiet, please do. I have volume issues constantly, so yeah.
Yeah, won't just be me dominating the conversation.
Sorry, go. Hold on.
I said, won't just be me dominating the conversation. I'm just playing.
Well, you're good at it. Um, what was I gonna say? We're watching UFC 3. It's not 5. Oh no, I didn't put out that. I was gonna do this like promo video thing promo story. And I was like, yeah, we're watching UFC 5, but I didn't put that up. So we're watching UFC 3. It's gonna be good.
UFC 3, The American Dream from 1994. I wasn't even alive.
I know, right? I was like so excited putting up the soundtracks, and I saw one of them was like from Weezer, and I was like, yeah, Teenage Dirtbag, it's gonna be great. And then I realized it's from it was like a different one of their songs. It hadn't even come out. It comes out in 2000. I was like, I feel young. um so yeah, this is before both of us are alive. It's a good time. It happens in, oh my god, Charlotte. No, I had all of the info and now it's gone out of my head. UFC 3. Not the
I gotta go Canada for just 1 second.
Yay. Have fun. I swear to God, if that causes issues with that, I'm gonna be really upset. Watch everything crash. Crash and burn. It happens in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think that's what I said, but it probably wasn't.
Maybe good.
Yeah, it was good.
So, so this card really stuck out to me too because it does have Ken Shamrock, and I'm the big wrestling guy here, and Ken Shamrock had a pretty good run in the WWF. He never won the world title, but everyone says he was one person from that generation. Probably should have because they presented him like a true beast, basically because of his UFC background.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see, where the perception like stems from. Because I've
Yeah.
never actually seen him fight.
The way that, oh, you've never seen a fight. Oh, that's good. Okay. The way that these guys, like at the very beginning it works is they had like basically they'll have like a competition, and then like it's like whoever survives till the end gets the title or whatever. But the issue with that is that you have fighters fighting like several times on a card, which is wild, or apparently there's like replacements who end up winning. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so Ken Shamrock definitely from the beginning there, and he like fights several times on several cards. I'm pretty sure he fights a few times to like this. I don't know. Never mind. I don't fucking know what happens. So yeah, and then they changed it to a more reasonable way. But this is the very beginning of UFC, so it's a good time. We're gonna watch it separately, right? But synchronized.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. But I
Yeah.
have the watch party link dropped in the Discord if anybody wants to do that. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna try that, and then if that doesn't work, then I will just say screw it and switch over to YouTube. But we'll see what happens.
Sounds good.
I'm currently at 1 second. Oh no, it's live. Fuck.
I'm at 000.
I am not. Okay, can you go to 003? Because it won't let me do less. It's the parental advisory scene.
Okay. Yeah, I'm there. I'm at 003.
Okay. Should we do 1, 2, 3?
You go for it, and then yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm playing it live. We're at 005 now. We'll see if I can hear this though. I can't hear shit. I don't think it's started.
Well, it just says suggested.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Can you hear it? Is it doing stuff? I'm at 20 seconds.
The countdown has started to the ultimate in reality combat.
Oh,
Tonight,
this is
we
so
bring you
vintage.
8 of the world's deadliest fighting arts.
Oh my god, this
hold on.
intro.
Judo.
Hold on. Actually, do you mind
Jiu-jitsu.
pausing
You need
it?
to pause?
Kickboxing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's on my because I think the desktop audios are also recording, which sucks. So I'm gonna switch onto my phone. No, I won't. Oh my god. It's really annoying. See, this is what I mean. I have to like figure out 5 different ways to fucking watch the
We'll
situation.
figure it out one day. Probably by UFC 10, we'll have it figured out.
Hope everybody enjoys that. I'm gonna also watch it on the YouTube because this is gonna be muted so that I can like listen to it on here. Yes, there we go. Now I know what I'm doing. You can't have it playing live. Close this. Bow, bow, bow. I'm glad to see that our there we go. Volume is good. Or sorry, our stream is not lagging. That's what I keep on trying to say. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm ready to play this. It's at 33 seconds.
Well,
We're still testing it.
Oh, that's fine.
33 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Boxing.
Yeah, this is.
No, it won't. Why won't you let me mute it though? Hold on.
You sure you don't hear mine?
I hear yours, and that's fine, but it's just that it won't let me play this muted, which is an issue. Okay, I'm gonna just switch over to YouTube, I guess. That's extra stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna pause.
I want you. Yeah, just pause it. What if I want you to be? I think we should just redo it at 0, 0. Because now I'm behind. Or not? I don't know.
Well, I went back to 0, 0. It's fine.
Yeah, that works. We only missed 30 whole seconds. Was it the American Dream?
Whole convention center in
That's a great song.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm ready to get this started because I know this is a lot different than modern day UFC. Like not even just like the way they present the cards, just like the fights themselves. I hear at least I haven't actually like seen any of the old ones, but it was pretty like the wild wild west. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like something in the 20s, I think, or the 30s. The count that like Dana White buys it and then it changes and blah blah blah. So this is like before all that. This is just them fucking around and finding out, and it's great.
Yeah,
It's just great the entire time. Okay, so I'm here. We're gonna just restart that from 0, 0 again, and that will be Gucci. Ready? 1, 2, 3, play.
Okay, parental advisory. Luckily, I'm old enough to watch this. Thank God. What the hell's Stemma for? But yeah, this intro just like really like dates it, and this was like probably like state of the art stuff at this time. You know what I'm saying? It's like whoa, it goes through. It's like 3D.
Hold on.
You want me to pause again?
No. Definitely not. For sure not. I'm definitely not behind on everything. No, I was on the wrong one, so it's fine. But I'll find the right space. 55 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fuck it. We're basically on the same spot. Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
at 107.
I'm at one of them's at 111, one of them's at 112, so we're close enough.
Okay. It's not gonna be that
So
long.
we are speaking words, so that's fine. But there we go. Now it's like offline. I can hear you, I can hear me, and we are not playing the actual fight, which is wonderful. Yeah, super old, but it's also really cute because they'll like talk about it and they'll explain what's happening and they'll do their commentary and stuff, and everybody just looks really, really young. I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
It's just dudes figuring it out.
Yeah. Kind of like us.
It's like I can't explain the whole UFC. But
Yeah.
it's helpful because then I don't know. You don't really have to like worry about like figuring out what it is because they kind of just tell you and talk to you through the experience.
Right. Well, people like I mean, I guess Ken Shamrock was probably a name at this point. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't know how many people were buying these UFC events at this time for like name brands like the like celebrity status fighters. They just want to see people like fight.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they seem to just fight them. I mean, I think that they knew that they were gonna like do something with it. I just don't think they knew where they were going with it yet. My god, all those like suits and stuff.
Yeah, look at that hairstyle.
I know, I was just thinking that. Very
I do
90s.
that. Like, my best hair days are behind me.
Do you have hair like that? I could see you have hair like that.
Maybe like 10 years ago when, Father Time was a lot kinder to me.
I'm trying to remember what your hair 10 years ago looked like. Did you ever have long hair?
I had long hair. It was very unkempt. I had that very, shaggy stoner. Well, it's not really my whole aesthetic, but I definitely was a little lazy.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
this
a
is all
lot
the
more.
rules that they have. No rounds, no time limit, no way out. That's it. Like you just, I'm pretty sure they still like could just like knee people in the head while they're fucking down or whatever the rule is that they changed.
No time limit.
Yeah, just fuck each other up is it's Fight Club, but you know, on TV or whatever. Horrible.
I love how it has to specify no way out, as if, a fighter's gonna, like, try and run away.
Well, yeah, but because is WWE happening at this time?
Okay, that doesn't count. That's, like, not a, like, legitimate, like,
Yeah,
combat. You know
but
what I'm
if it was
saying?
like
Like,
your first time watching this, you'd be like, "Well, you just escape the cage."
no, but boxing was pretty popular at this time.
The
So,
what?
like, that was, like boxing.
Oh yeah,
Boxing
yeah,
was
yeah.
obviously big. And, like, I don't recall, like, a boxer trying to run away.
That's true. Uh, I'm trying to think of the situation in which. Well, what if you get scared?
I mean, like, for, like, a normal person, it would be, like,
Yeah, but these
probably,
were
like,
just
they,
dudes
a
at the
normal
time
person would probably
too.
run away. Yeah. This guy's jacked.
Yeah, it's funny because you'll have like karate people, and then just like boxers, MMA people, MMA creatures is what I was gonna say, and then like sumo wrestlers and shit like that, all doing stuff
Yeah,
here.
that's kind of a cool gimmick that like they're all fighting against each other to like see like the actual like best form of martial arts.
Yeah,
But like now like everyone's so hybrid.
yeah. I wish I could see more sumo wrestlers now. It would just be fun. Like they would die so
Yeah,
fast, but like it'd be fun.
but like they wouldn't even make the weight classes,
Yeah.
would they? But like
Uh,
a 500-pound sumo wrestler, like I still think he has a good chance against a 225-pound UFC fighter.
Um,
Not the greatest.
you'll see and hear because there's just like so many things that you can do. Like he's big, yeah, but he doesn't move fast. See, there's not. You're not doing much. It's really see. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It,
fuck.
it's really easy to take out a person like
Oh.
that if you're a professional fighter.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I kind of eat my words there because
Yeah,
he,
like there's
he
no. You're allowed to do literally whatever you want in that octagon, and like if you knee someone in the head, it doesn't matter how big the rest of their body is. Power slap, you know?
Yeah.
Just fucking... Yeah, power slap.
I wonder how much tickets were for an event like this at this time.
Right.
Because now they're unbearable, like the prices.
I actually have no idea how much it is. I really wanted to look into UFC 315 that's happening in Montreal.
I reckon it's a lot of money for tickets. Because WWE was a lot of money, and I was in the nosebleeds.
May. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that you would be pretty far away. They had Sean. I don't know. Was it Sean versus DDP? The first one? I'm pretty sure that was in Toronto. And that was... Or was it Sean versus Izzy? It was Sean versus someone. And that was in Toronto. I'm pretty sure at the ACC. And, like, I can't imagine watching the fight from, like, all the way back of the ACC. He'd be so tiny. I prefer the pay-per-view.
I imagine they did it like the Sky Dome or the Rogers Center, I should say.
Yeah. That
Actually, it was a really nice view. I can't even talk crap. Even though it was nosebleeds, I still think it was a nice view.
Yeah, well, it's like a concert, right? Like, it's still really cool to get to be there and stuff. They're adorable. Oh my god, it's so 90s.
He's on the NFL, right? I think that's what they said.
Huh? Something Street Fighter.
Okay.
What?
Never mind. I said he was on the NFL, right?
Maybe. Do you know how good I am with celebrities? Look at this. You could fit the whole UFC experience, like, history on a card. Cool. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah,
There's like celebrities that show up, and I have no idea.
Who owned it at this time? Do you know that?
Let me Google. Nope. There goes that. Sorry, one sec. Aww.
Cut Man. That's a cool job title. Cut. That's what the West look like. This looks like a fight club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this feels like a classic, like, underground gritty fight club.
It's just so raw at that point. It says WoW Promotions and SEG first produced the event.
Big boy.
Yeah. Let's go back to it. So big.
Oh, he's benched. I can't even bench that.
Large. I feel like I would have been a fan of heavyweight fighters from the beginning. I don't know what it. I've said this last time. I don't know what it is about it, but just like heavyweight fighters make me so happy. Look at them.
Yeah. Sumo. This should
Adorable.
probably be up against a guy half his size, right?
We'll see. I mean,
That's
yeah, because it like maxes out at some point. He's huge.
He's got to be like how much did they say he weighed?
500, I think. Oh my
I was
god.
gonna say pushing 400. He's 500 pounds.
Big John looks
He's
so
more than
tiny.
twice my body weight.
Yeah. Yeah, see? We'll
Oh,
see
this
what
guy looks like a
happens.
bum.
But, like, if he can kick him in the head, like, you know,
Yeah.
just fucked. Can't protect that head.
He's got that 90s physique.
Right. That's a very 90s gym. Was that just, like, girls on the top there?
Yeah.
That chin. Rehaw. I can't with all the walkouts. It just...
He's not even center. Oh, is he? Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
him. My bad. I thought it was the other guy.
It's not a very long walk either there.
What's his fighting style again?
I have no idea. They'll announce it at some point.
Yeah.
There we go. Kung
White
Fu?
Tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
6'8".
That guy's only 20. He's younger than I am now.
616 pounds and 6'8". Holy shit, dude. Large.
Oh,
But this would have been so fun for like street fights and shit like that. You're like, I know I can take him.
you gotta have like the confidence of like I don't even know what to compare it to. Like hardcore confidence to even go in there against that guy.
I was gonna say, have you met?
And I feel like
though?
he generally thinks he's
Those men.
that he might actually have a chance. Sorry, you were saying?
No, I was just gonna say fighters have quite the ego often.
Well, I mean,
Especially
to even step in, you have to.
At this point, yeah, no, you gotta have a healthy balance. That's why Dagestan's the best. They're really good at balancing. Shameless Dagestan plug. 15 years of training versus very large man.
So he's 36, so he started when he was 21. That's like right
20,
at the edge.
29, I think. But
no, the other guy's 20.
no, the other. Oh yeah, 29. Yeah, sorry, no, the other guy's 29 and he's like 30 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say. He sounds exactly the same as now. It's crazy.
Oh, here we go. This is what? This is a real fight.
Right?
This is.
You see what I mean, though? It's just, it's. Oh man.
Oh. What?
It's unhinged.
Oh. Oh.
Why don't we
Use
have
your
this
body
anymore?
weight.
We should totally have this. Oh shit. No, you're not supposed to.
Cage.
You're not supposed to push him out.
He pushed him out. I thought there was no escape.
There's no escape. That's why he's back in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't actually know what the rules of sumo is, like, at all.
It's you're supposed to make this one down or out of the circle. You're trying to like sumo them. You see that red line? You're basically trying to sumo them out of that, so they're like both like a foot touches out of the line.
That was cool.
Oh.
Yeah, why don't we have this?
It feels like a video game boss battle, and
I know,
like
right?
you're the
Bowser.
Kung Fu guy.
Why am I just thinking Mario?
Yeah, he would be Bowser, and the Kung Fu guy. That would be you as a character.
I was gonna say Mario, but okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what?
Right?
Oh, I thought he knocked him out.
It's like until you're no longer intelligently defending yourself. Which I feel like... I don't know,
Oh
man.
my god.
Like... You're so big. There we go.
What?
Yeah, see, it's like the larger they are, the harder they fall, the
Yeah, he has,
harder they
he's still
move.
standing. The second he fell down, he was out of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you have to stun them, and then
Right.
it's like until they're no longer defending themselves. Look at that. He's so big, man.
That's so like, and he just made that look so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Hackney.
I'm really glad that they
Keith,
don't do it this way anymore.
yeah, I'm like, it's a cool novelty, but like,
No, imagine having to like fight round after round after round, especially with like modern fighters that like will just
yeah.
like fuck you up. Oh,
Oh,
damn.
well, that was the first one, right?
Mm-hmm. No, that was.
Oh, a palm strike too.
I thought that's the one that took him down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like he's about to cry, but I don't know if that's from pain or from losing.
Yeah. I mean, I
Feel
feel like
bad.
even now, it's like some of the fighters like train really, really hard to do whatever. And
Yeah.
they lose. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of also. It's like a lot of emotions, right? Imagine going into that ring and all the adrenaline that you have going in, like and before the fight, and then during the fight, after the fight, and then like you just finished doing this, and then they shove a microphone in your face, and they're like, say intelligible words, inspire the young generation, and you're like, did you see me have my shit rocked like 2 seconds ago?
Yeah, that's true.
Or like they'll win a title and something, they're like in tears, and they're like, all right, now say words. So you have a minute, go.
Trying to be in the moment.
Yeah, especially fighters. Like I can imagine, like I'd want to like
Well, what are you practicing training for? Like I know UFC, they only do like 2 fights a year now, don't they? Or something like that.
It depends on the fighter. Like Pereira just defended. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 fights he did in the year or some shit like that. It was crazy. So it depends on the fighter and how hard. It's Dana White, like whatever he.
Like... Sorry, go on.
No, just like whatever is like. I mean, because it like partially depends, I think, on views and like whatever the matchmaking situation is. Some of the fighters will fight like 2 times a year because you also need to like heal or whatever if they suffer like an injury. A bunch of them like have broken their hands recently, so you obviously need some time to like heal your bones and not just like break them again. To do whatever. But if you have like a person that's like defending a title or whatever, they're obviously gonna fight more often than whatever.
Right.
Unless you've pissed someone off and then they just don't let you fight.
Right. Sorry, this is my Shamrock here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know him from the world of wrestling, and he was a beast. So I'm really excited that I get to see him
What
do this.
year?
He joined maybe 95, 90. It was after his UFC run that they signed him. It might have been 96 or 95.
Okay.
Maybe even 97. I could be wrong, but it's in that like time frame, like around the Attitude Era time. I'm gonna say 96. But yeah, he was presented as like a beast. Like he looked like a killer. He looked super intense in the ring. Like he got that aspect of pro wrestling really well. I think he's a super underrated talent in wrestling. But he's even wearing some tights, like wrestler style, like in here, which is pretty cool.
I was gonna say, yeah, like he definitely has that showmanship.
He looks like he'd be a coach now. He looks like elder.
This guy?
Yeah. It looks like he's in his 40s, or like about to be 40.
I mean, like a bunch of them, it was just like whoever was fighting, and willing to participate at the time. But then like Randy Couture was like 40 in here too. I feel like they were older. Yeah, well, I guess they were older, but also there was probably just like significantly less of them, like just like high-ranking fighters that are also willing to fight in this situation.
He's just gonna rush the ring. He's just like rushing, like he's like an ADHD pace.
My theory is that like most of them are on the spectrum, because how else would you be so good at like pattern recognition like that? Did you just like push one of his people? No.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He doesn't even care.
He's ready to scrap.
He's ready to go.
They don't even like really check him. Yeah,
32?
30 to 32.
How is he only 32? He looks like he's about to be 40. Ken Shamrock looks like he's like 25, 26, like prime 25.
It was the 90s, man. There was cigarette smoke everywhere. It was a stressful time. People aged early. Yeah, man, at 32. I can believe that now. Yeah, I was gonna say I can believe that he's 30, but I don't know.
I'm like, fucking ready to go, man. Like, Ken just looks like a star. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just looks like a star.
Those abs, Jesus. I guess they all are still very fit. I don't know why. Whereas like they're not as
Hollywood like action movie blockbuster. Like he'd fit right in. I'm curious to see how this guy goes. Even though he doesn't look like as much of a killer, he definitely looks like he has the expertise. Like just his pace to the ring was really intense, and he just looks like he's ready to go.
It's like sweating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't take.
Well, yeah, and they're also like they're fighting in gis here, which is really fun.
Yeah, I like that they have like they represent their background.
Yeah. Because now it's like shorts. They have short options.
Well, it's like I understand, like it's definitely a lot more fun to just have it like that because they're grabbing each other by this. They did it the last one.
Yeah, I also just realized that they're not wearing any gloves, which is.
Oh yeah, and that's
different.
Yeah.
He looks like a big turtle. Do it. Fuck each other up. Do it. Jesus Christ. Very ready looking.
Yeah. It's a lot different than the last fight. Oh.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. Right down. Yeah, I know they don't take like they get right into it in this.
Oh yeah.
There's not as much like you know what I mean? Like in normal or not normal, but modern day UFC.
Well,
like a lot of times there's a lot more pace and a lot more trepidation and going into stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean it just depends on the fighter. Like some of them will go straight in, some of them won't. It just depends on how they fight. Right. What their like fighting style is. Some of them are just more grapply, some of them are more fighty, but
yeah, and even this, like, I don't even feel like I see this. Like, you can't grab the back of their head and just.
Oh no, yeah. Well,
you can. Isn't that dirty boxing?
Can you grab the back of their heads? If you're both on the ground, I'm pretty sure you can't like grab like hair and shit like that.
Right.
But this tracks for modern UFC even now. They'd be beating the shit out of each other on top of it. Yeah.
See, the thing is, in fights like this, it's harder for me to fathom that they have a lot more respect for each other.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I feel like there's like a lot, like, I know in modern, I can fathom like a common fighter's like mutual respect where they can like hit each other and like they're still like friends after the fact. But it's something like this, like how do you like do anything but hate the guy? Like you really have to like put yourself in a mental state where you hate this man so you could do the stuff to him.
Well, some of it's sportsmanship.
Maybe after the fact.
Right. Some of them are because they spend so long practicing every single day, right? Like so many of them just like spar all day long. Sean was like preparing for his last fight, was just sparring back to back to back to back for like months on end. So like you just, I just commented on the internet about this to someone where I was like, and it's still something I struggle with, but like one of the biggest, you can't kick each other in the face anymore. That's a thing that you're not allowed to do.
Those guys go for the.
Rear naked choke, go.
Oh, no.
Fuck his shit up, go.
Oh yeah, there's no time limit here either, so they're just in there.
You can't grab the cage either. No,
Could
there's
you do that in modern day UFC?
You what?
Can you grab it like that in modern day UFC?
No, I'm pretty sure you can't grab it either now, but you know. You do see people grabbing it just because I think it's like a reflex, but then usually the ref will step in and be like, I will give you a warning if you continue grabbing the cage.
Right.
You'll be, I guess, like disqualified or some shit. I don't fucking know what happens. You forfeit. I don't know. But yeah, you can't kick him in the face either when they're on the ground. Because that's just, it's like
you do that here.
You can't do shit. Well, you saw him kick it at some point. They make that rule. It's not that you can or can't. It's just that they didn't have the rule yet.
Right.
So you know.
Also,
but you can't do anything that's gonna like threaten someone's life.
Yeah, of course, but that's just like.
Not that.
Even here, that's like. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, so sportsmanship, and then like it just depends on the fighters, because they'll usually like chirp at each other before fight. Oh, okay, I guess they like restart the timer. That's weird.
Well, no, it went up. Because it was like 3.
Oh, it did go up. Never mind. I don't know how counting works.
Yeah.
But oh my god, what was I saying? Oh, so they'll there we go, he tapped.
Oh he tapped.
Too pretzely.
That's so weird to see them like tap stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like who taps them like the ground is done?
Well, you're having the shit beat out of you, so.
Well, no, but like in modern day UFC, like that's not even a thing that you could tap out to.
Being folded like that? Yeah, usually they would be like more further into it, but again, that's because you have like these are just like dudes that are like best in their league, whatever. Modern UFC, they've been training to get to the UFC for so long, right? Or they you know they did like Ultimate Fighter or some shit like that like they've been through these experiences so many times during sparring or like during previous fights. That's really cute. Like them all holding hands. That like they just like dance away. They've just done it so many times, right? That like yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't do that either. Or maybe they wear. I'm like, maybe they wear gloves now, which is why you can. I'm just trying to think. I'm like, can you punch people in the back of the head? I feel like you. No, you can. You must be able to.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually they don't tap to being punched as like the thing anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like there to be punched in the face. Like that's why they got the ears and the stuff. You know, it's UFC. Yeah, but I also think that the referees probably are like more aware now. Like they've had enough practice that it's like they know when to step in when somebody's like no longer defending themselves or whatever.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But fuck, man, I keep forgetting what I was gonna say.
Put an action pack show, I get it.
Anyways.
Is that a brick?
Maybe. You never know. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Muay Thai, deadly, incredible.
Yeah. I want this guy to win.
We shall see. Oh yeah, the hate thing. Okay, so yeah, so a lot of them are like friends. The ones that are like super close friends when they like train in the same gym, they just had again, Bogdan and Johnny, they are like friends. And they were supposed to fight one of the last times they fought. It was like a fight night. No, it wasn't a fight night. It was a UFC, I'm pretty sure. Whatever. And they didn't really want to fight cuz they're like friends whatever, but then he got replaced anyways by Billy Alicana. So that must be awkward. Oh, and then when I first started like fighting, not that I fight much now, but like I still struggle with it. I can't punch a person in the face. Like I really like psychologically it's hard to. So like you really have to train yourself out of that to be able to like hit a human being.
That's why I'm saying like modern day UFC, I could get that there is like that level of respect and they could walk in there respecting who they're fighting against. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With this like event and this era in particular, I'm like, how do you do that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, how do you even like not hate them like coming into the
Yeah.
ring at this point?
I mean,
Like,
sometimes I would also
just to
like
get yourself to be in a fight like this.
yeah, I think it just depends on also what you channel. Like you have to channel some kind of feeling in order to get into that zone. I know I have like my ways of channeling cuz there's like a certain brain space that you have to hit in order to like get in the zone and shit. Kickboxing versus karate. And I feel like
Oh,
I've heard that like
Niagara Falls.
yeehaw Canada. They all have like their different whatever, but then some of them do really like get into the like back and forth like you know issues that are caused pre-fight, or they have like you know Khabib McGregor kind of situation where like they genuinely have beef and like one of them genuinely
Yeah,
wants to fuck up the other one, and like then you
yeah.
have for a
Well, those are
very
usually the
interesting
best fight.
experience. Mm. But then usually they don't like each other after, whereas like it's crazy to see most of these guys like they'll go at it for like 5 rounds and then it'll stop and they'll just like hug each other and you're like you
Yeah.
just broke that man's face, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know what you're signing up for, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. I love the wife beaters there. They're like fully clothed. It's adorable. Where's my thing? 27-0. That's
He's
crazy.
got some.
Muay Thai. I would love to go do Muay Thai in Thailand. We went to Phuket and it was incredible. Christian had his face a little bit smushed by because we showed up to this random ass bar and they just
Oh,
allowed patrons to fight each other and it was fantastic.
really?
Yeah, and Christian decided to sign up fully sober. We were here, mind you, um, in a bar full of not fully sober people. And he got matched with like the one dude from
Oh.
somewhere in the Middle East that was just like training basically there and was just hoping to fight random people. So yeah, he did. But he was so happy. I have these like photos of him just like shit eating grins, so excited.
Oh,
Yeah, that tracks.
this guy reminds me of Trevor from GTA 5. Also, the fact he's from Canada really reaffirms that for me.
There goes that man's
Harold Howard.
can't beat Ontario.
Yeah.
What was that? What was it? Oof. Oof. Jesus Christ.
Oh, almost hit him right in the balls.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
Jesus. I don't like that they're not wearing gloves. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Sanity. Like, I'm very happy they did end up like changing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, for this, by not much. You could still punch each other just square in the face and knock people out. Like, it's still very much a thing.
But, like their health's gonna be a lot better when they retire and like modern day UFC fighters. Obviously, there's obviously going to be the risk of injury and like all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
fighting.
definitely CTE.
But,
That's like a big thing.
yeah, of
Like, no
course.
amount of getting hit in the head is like good for you. Um, I don't know. I think that we'll find out maybe in like several years what the impact there is gonna be, but we hope for the best and we hope for
Yeah, of course.
retirement
I don't.
funds to be grand and set up and
Yeah,
healthcare.
I don't need UFC to be like this ever again. Like even if they were to do something like this again, like I would not be interested. It's cool
Yeah,
like now because it's a product of its time. And it's like I'm obviously entertained watching it, but like if they were to put like something like this out again, I would. It's just I
I don't
wouldn't.
know.
It's just because we
It
know a
still is
lot more now
definitely
about.
just as violent as that, like violent with a asterisk on there. But yeah, they're just it's like quote unquote safer now, but like not by too
Not by
much.
human.
Yeah,
There's
like
only so much you can do when you're doing fighting.
yeah. BJJ, let's do it. Oh man, I missed the fighty things.
How many names have you recognized from this card?
Like a few. I mean, three probably.
I only know 10. Actually, no, Royce Gracie was familiar to me.
Yeah, because they're like the big names, right? And just part of the team that started the whole thing.
I'd love to know what this is, what ritual this is, and like why they do it and how it originated.
Mm.
This seems like a jujitsu thing.
Yeah, these guys, they're like a whole entire jujitsu family. Brought like jujitsu to, I want to say America, but I don't fucking know. Um, and they're like the pioneers basically of a lot of this sporting situation.
Right,
Including UFC, like they're obviously here from the very beginning, right? And also just like one of those like gyms that like specializes in a certain thing and then does it really 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 well. It's like the Dagestan of back then.
right. This guy looks like he's done some prison
Practicing minister that also will fuck you up.
time.
Haha. Chemotherapy. That's adorable.
That is like scary, like thing to say.
Yeah, right?
Is that what he's about to go do? Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Again, the walkouts still just as ridiculous. You're not allowed to carry. I mean, maybe you are. I wonder if you're allowed to do this. Potentially. I don't know.
This this is like some horror movie stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, their walkouts are still ridiculous. Now you also have the like conference, the prelims, and all the other crap, and they get silly. Absolutely silly.
When he's saying he wants to bring them closer to God, does he mean he wants to kill them?
Maybe.
That's how I'm taking that.
Yeah,
Because, like,
probably.
when he passed, who are you going to see?
You're gonna see Jesus. Oh, look at his mustache. Or beard or whatever. I'd be terrified if I just met this man.
Yeah, what the heck? If I saw him in an alley, I'd, like, freaking hit my head off the freaking brick wall.
Why are they all so tall? My God. Yeah, he looks scary. But again, most of them just seem spectrum-y to me.
Yeah.
In the kindest way. So am I. It's okay. It's a compliment. She says, needing to constantly fiddle with something in her hands or she'll explode.
As I talk for my vape.
I mean, last time I was streaming, I was also vaping, but since then have quit smoking, so.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. It took
You
a
want one
while.
like a bit?
Huh?
I just picked it up because, you know.
Yeah. No, a
Yeah,
while
dude.
ago I was just like, man, cause it's like it's the hand mouth thing, right? And recently I was just like, man, I really just like miss that action, but I'm like, I'm not gonna just like vape zero nicotine just because I'm not gonna put like vegetable oil in my fucking lungs just for funsies. Why do they keep
Oh, I was
exiting the
thinking
cage? I just
again.
don't understand. Lock that
What about
cage,
the
brothers. Lock that cage. Fuck him
like
up.
they really the also couldn't have included a lock for the door.
Yeah, BJJ really functional. Yeehaw. Ezekiel. It's the only one I know. I can do it.
He's doing really well, like a lot better than I thought he was going to.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, they're
You ever
like
had to
incredible.
build him so much? Jesus.
Was he touching the fence? Was that what it was? Because there's like certain safe zones, right? That like if you get close, really close in there like that, then and you control like their arms and their body, like they can't punch you in the face, right? There's like certain distances at which you're more safe, and that's either like was like further than an arm's length away or like tight in like that. That like somebody can't really do damage to you, to your vulnerable zones.
Oh, 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 oh,
Oh boy.
oh!
What you
He's just
gonna
turned it
do?
around.
Flippity floppity around. You can do it. Mm-hmm.
They trying to go for a sleeper?
Yeah. One of them is obviously like trained in BJJ here. The other one is a little bit less trained. So we'll see if he can get out of this. He should be able to get out of this, considering his
Yeah, it's him wearing the top that's like messing him up.
the gi. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes it's more useful, sometimes it's less useful. I think that's kind of why they stopped using it. Or like some of the fighters stopped wearing them because sometimes you can use your gi to like strangle the other person, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to like set that up and stuff. Muay Thai
Yeah,
was
see now
mostly
he's
BJJ.
so it's like he can't breathe, so it's like he's cutting off his oxygen. So that's gonna give him an example because he'll get winded sooner,
Yeah.
or an advantage.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to get on in his was it full guard or whatever, so he can just like punch the shit out of him. But you gotta. Oh, but see, he was trying to take his arm there. But I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to pull hair anymore. That doesn't. I haven't seen that.
So.
But also, like, most of them don't fucking have hair except for Jiri. Jiri has hair like that. I thought he was going for like an arm bar. He is not. That doesn't seem fair. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right, because I'm pretty sure he won the past two. This is like the reigning champion.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cut out. Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, that was his hair tie. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, he's got open first blood of the fight or the first blood of the event.
My headphone died. One sec. Get another one.
Oh, he's got him.
Look at that pretzel. Entirely pretzeled.
Oh, he tapped. Holy crap.
Was it his arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. In the history of the UFC,
Wow. This guy's giving me like Rocky Balboa vibes.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I couldn't have predicted it would have been like this. Well, I kind of did, but this is like, holy crap.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is super fun. Go. I'm just connecting my headphones again. Please.
Yeah, welcome
Why
back.
must you be so stressful? Please? I don't want to put on my big headphones. Those are not fun to wear. Yes. And I'm pretty sure both of them have to like fight again.
Both? Why both?
Gracie and Ken Shamrock, because they won their fights, right? So like after looking like this, then they have to go back to it.
Oh, I thought you meant the loser too in this fight had to
No.
fight again. I'm like, why? Is it round robin?
No. Why won't you connect? Please. My goodness.
Have your headphone back or no?
One of them died, and it just won't reconnect because it hates me with a fiery
How
passion.
could you still fight as far as I'm concerned?
Technology.
But, yeah. So they're starting the next the semifinals now, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he's facing Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, right? So that's what I mean, is that like they have to basically go the two winners or whatever. Will you freaking please connect? This one's not even trying.
So I'm still rooting for my boy Shamrock. But honestly, every like winner, every fighter I've basically been impressed with, except maybe the sumo guy. He wasn't. I don't know. I just felt like he was a bit of a flop. But like every fighter that's won, I'm like very impressed with.
I'm glad you like it. Honestly.
What do you think was better?
These fucking headphones.
Sorry.
My headphones are just refusing to function because obviously. Wonderful.
Oh, is he a replacement?
Yeah, because of something happened. And so they replaced him like halfway through. Which
Well,
is
that
where
seems
why is it not connected? Why are you not connected is the question. Is it just because you want to be difficult?
yeah.
For absolutely no damn reason? It's not even like pairing, which is the ridiculous part.
And Shamrock's here. Here we go.
Rehaw.
See, even in pro wrestling, when you do 2 matches in one night, that's seen as like a big deal. Like I can't even fathom this.
Whatever. It's super annoying.
We went back close.
I feel like they're gonna die like immediately again on me, so that's fine. Maybe we'll just wait.
Do you have a favorite so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of the Gracies usually. Ken Shamrock's cool. That's
Who was
just
that
'cause-
Canadian guy? I forget his name.
Mm,
He was like, I'll call him Trevor, because I don't remember what his name was.
Harold Howard. Harold
Yeah,
Howard.
yeah, him.
Yeah, I think he's fighting Gracie, right? Yeah, so it's Felix Mitchell versus Ken Shamrock, and then we're gonna see them again, and then we shall see what happens at the end there. Oh shit. There we go. But yeah, I can't imagine. Oh well, he changed his pants. That's cute. I can't imagine fighting back to back like that. Sounds awful. Truly.
That's why I'm still rooting for him. If he pulls
Oh
through,
yeah.
I don't like that guy's fighting stance.
Yeah. But it's also just like I'm sure he like wanted to do something there.
Like he can't hold on a cage. Oh, this guy, yeah, this guy's quick.
Oh look, it's UFC 313.
Yeah. I wish I got that reference. There's a lot of this going on.
Uncle I've basically had Pereira on the wall like the entire time, just doing this essentially. Well, almost doing this basically. Where they just like pin him to the wall, and then they stand there for whatever amount of time just to like tire him out or like waste time or whatever, or trying to take him down, I guess, but not.
Oh, might choke him out.
Yeah, that was pretty fast. Climb each other like tree.
Yeah. How do you think he's gonna? Got good elbows. Oh,
Just so many arms and legs.
yeah. Yeah, he's pretzeling him up. This guy looks like he's about to bite his hand.
I think biting was taken out of the competition a while ago.
Oh, like pulling his fingers, I think.
Oh, actually, somebody recently bit someone else. It was like one of the prelim fights or whatever.
Like, bit, like Mike Tyson?
I think it was like an accident. Oh, he bit his bicep. And then the person that got bit had it like tattooed on them the next day. It was really cute.
Oh. Oh. What's the plan here?
Sometimes it's to tire them out. Especially the like UFC now, it's like they have like a whole plan of like tire them out in the whatever round and then do blah blah blah. Because even if you have them there, like it's a lot of exertion of energy to like push an opponent off or to yada yada yada. Still can't grab the cage, man. Sometimes it's to like take him down, and like flip him or whatever. Sometimes it's to get to like another spot. Etika.
Right, right. Oh, you're bringing him out. Bringing him out. Come on, like slam him down. Oh, that was in his nuts.
Looks bad. Yeah, they'll stop for like nut taps. That's like what they do stop, or like put a like a what's it called, like a timeout for nut taps. That's
Gone by his pants. Oh.
Oh, he has pants under his pants. Okay, cool.
Oh. Ken's got him. I think Ken. Oh, he's got a roll. Oh.
Oh boy.
I think Ken might take him.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he's. Oh. He wins too. He beats a freaking replacement. Ken Shamrock's a beast.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Oh, he looks injured though.
Oh, I hope he doesn't get replaced.
I feel like he might though. Insanity. Yeah.
I
Something
hope Ken
tells me
wins.
he might be out though. Because he doesn't look
I hope it's just muscle.
good. What happened to his ankle though? I wonder. Yeah. It's that Canadian dude versus Gracie. Something tells
Oh,
me
that's pretty
Gracie
fun.
wins, because their whole team is
Lineage.
fire. Fire with what they do.
I can't wait for this main event.
Struggle snuggle.
Yeah. So, you excited for Raw on Monday?
Yeah. No, it was really
That didn't
fun.
sound.
Because I was like half yawning halfway through it. No, I actually really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to see what happens next.
This
Because
this one won't be live. It's because it's happening overseas. I forget where they're going to be for it.
oh yeah, you
But
said it was
Johnson
the three.
appearance since the big heel turn. You know what the heel turn is?
Mm. Mm.
You know what heel turn is?
Mm.
Heel turn is a pro wrestling terminology when a good wrestler, like a hero type wrestler, who is in WWE terms called a baby face,
Mm.
turns to the dark side, becomes a
Mm.
bad guy. That's a heel turn.
Okay.
The more you know.
Yeehaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it just because, like, obviously you see here there's not a lot of, like, pageantry to it. They
Yeah.
just kind of they punch each other in the face, and then that's about it. And then they move on to the next bout, and then they punch each other in the face again, and that's about it. And then they just do that all night long. So it's really fun to have like a storyline to it, and like the colors and the blah blah blah. Remember when I was saying I was just like, this is really colorful, because UFC is just like very, everyone's wearing fucking suits, especially here, but you come there to see the fucking candy come out of their fucking eyeballs and shit. So as Sean puts it, so yeah, they're good in different ways. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the mix. I'm excited to kind of go along with this and watch both. I was thinking that maybe we could do some of the old WWE content too, perhaps.
Yeah, there's a bunch on YouTube we could easily watch. We could
Mhm.
do a classic watch along.
Mhm. That would be fun.
I would just. What type of wrestling match would you be interested in? Actually, I think I might know the perfect one
Mm.
uh, for you. Actually, we should do the whole like trilogy of them.
Yeah, I'm down. I really today when I was choosing the event, I actually really wanted to do one of like the GSP events, like around like UFC 50-ish. Because I thought that would be really cool to watch. It's like a little bit more later on in UFC kind of history. So it's a little bit more put together, and they get all gladiatory and stuff, and that's fun. Because again, this is just the beginning. But then I was like, fuck it,
Yeah.
we'll do the whole thing. But as I was looking at that, I was just like, it would be really cool to do.
Yeah, show me
For
what speaks to your heart.
Yeah, I was like, we don't necessarily have to do them in order.
Right.
We could just do random ones. So maybe next time we do one of those. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, but that means we have to do this at least 50 times in order to get to that event, and like I'd rather get to it sooner. So maybe we'll just pick and choose.
I mean, I feel like I've got the feel for like the classic UFC from this, like just card itself, because I feel like a lot of them are just more of the same up to a point.
Yeah, ish. They are and they're not. Like it just depends on how into it you are. Hmm?
Are 1, 2, and 3 like very different shows? Because it feels like it runs through like the same formula.
Yeah, they are up until like 20-ish. But it's like that's what I'm saying is that like if you're really into it, right? Like you want to see every single progression of it, but if you're like just getting into it, it's kind of all the same.
A lot.
Right.
To like up to like where you see like a noticeable like change.
It's
how
when they
it's
sell
presented.
it. So like at some point they sell this promotion and it turns into like the new UFC, which is again around like I think it's like 28 or something like that. And that's where it gets taken over by like Dana White and stuff, and so they put in a whole new amount of effort into it, and then it goes
Right.
into like they partner with all the Vegas arenas and all that crap.
Well, maybe we'll do the first event under the Dana White umbrella. That would be a good,
Yeah,
transition point.
yeah, we could do that. Um, Yeah, we could do that, and then we could do the other ones, and then we could do like a little bit down the line where it kind of picks up into, because then they start getting all like thematic and stuff. Spike TV, they get onto Spike TV and stuff like that, and then Spike
That's
TV.
what got like big because I remember UFC was coming up at that time. It was because of their promotion with Spike TV.
Yeah. And then once it's
Also,
on there, that's like where like my dick gets really hard for it. I'm just like, yeah. Um,
here's a cool little transition. I remember UFC also helped gain popularity, because they aired The Ultimate Fighter after Monday Night Raw.
oh yeah.
And this is when pro wrestling Monday Night Raw was like starting to die down.
Mm,
So I reckon like the people who were still like tuning in and out, they waited until after Raw ended and they wanted to see this Ultimate Fighter thing. And then a lot of them started to transition over to UFC because a lot of the classic wrestling fans, I feel like, became UFC fans in like 2008, 2009, when
mm.
wrestling was getting a little childish. Even before that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can also watch The Ultimate Fighter. Like,
Oh, that's sick.
there's one episode that I love. Um, just let them bang. We should watch that one. That one makes me so happy, just unspeakably. Um, I haven't watched all of it. Obviously, I'm just getting into it, and it's great. Just so good. I would love to watch
Yeah.
all the series of it. But there's like 30
I,
seasons or some crazy shit like that. But it's just so good. It's like Power Slap. They're doing the same thing with Power Slap now.
what's happening? What's happening?
He's backing out
What?
because he got too injured.
Well, why even come out?
I don't know. He wanted to give it a shot. I guess.
What? This is like pro wrestling stuff, but like it's real life.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, like he could, they just said he could have a broken arm or a dislocated shoulder or something. Because it's
But
like
like,
there's a lot of money on the line. This is like the third one. He was also the reigning champion. Like blah blah blah, right? But like they obviously get injured in these fights. You also see it now still. Like usually they don't back out right before, but sometimes they'll back out like the day or 2 days
oh,
before. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they don't do that anymore for sure.
what? He just comes out just to say, "Wow, what a see." There's a little bit of pro wrestling in this because that is just like I may have lost the fight, but I beat him up so bad, so he couldn't do the second fight. So I'm the real winner here. Like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
that's just boys.
Like, what the
That's just
fuck, Eric?
testosterone in the 90s.
So what? They just walks right out and just does that.
They've had some scuffles at the octagon. Fucking who was it? I want to say Khabib again, where just like they had like just like everybody in the octagon. Sean beating the shit out of DDP. They're more or less uh put together now, I guess. A little bit more than that. Yeah,
Oh, I
just
feel
covered in
bad, but
blood.
it's like I think it's kind of awkward.
Interesting.
Well, Ken Shamrock got his like work cut out for him. He's done two fights. Now he's like facing another person who has an advantage over him because he's still like he's only had the one fight.
Yeah,
Like that's not
exact.
really his own. You know what I mean?
That's what some of the comments were saying too, where it's like it's not as fair, and like that's why they've kind of changed a lot of it, is so that you can't just like have a person that steps in last minute after you have like the people that were competing. um compete through the entire thing, and then if they back out at the last minute, then they have just like a random person who's basically just like a fresh fighter come in and win the title, which is not fair.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you can
again,
tell why they needed to break from this model. Because, like, it sounds cool on paper, but,
no.
like,
Or
it's
like
really hard to go. Like,
toys.
you have to go, like, full tilt. It's just like, you know what I mean? You can't have a replacement. Like, if the other person physically can't compete, the other person needs to get, like, a bye. Or they need to
Yeah.
just, like, put him in, like, a random fight against a replacement, but they don't, like, he's not penalized if he loses. You know what I'm saying? It's just so that everyone's fighting at the same level. But then that leads to the road to another replacement. So maybe you could only do it like with like three fights, like a four-person tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like, I guess maybe it would be like too short or something. I don't know. I like the way they do it now. It makes much more sense.
Yeah, like this is like okay, this
Crazy.
benefits because there really wasn't much like this at the time. Like there was boxing, but
Mm-hmm.
this is like full tilt. Like you can do anything,
Yeah, and they
and like
had like
obviously they're
issues. They had a lot of issues being on air too, right? At the time.
yeah, of course. But like this whole like even UFC at the time is very 90s, just this rough, gritty, underground type of vibe.
Yeah. I can't believe they made this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
I feel like it's such a benefit to be wearing shoes during this.
Yeah. I feel like you can't do that anymore.
No, they're all barefoot.
For sure not. Yeah, and they like check them for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the pants, they don't even have pockets, do they? Because that'd be kind of like why.
They're shorts? Like now?
Yeah.
No,
Like
yeah,
their
no.
UFC
I
stuff.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, why would you need pockets, right, for a fight? There's no reason you should need pockets. You're wearing those pants for like 25 minutes at the max.
Yeah. It's just like I just always feel weird, like off rip, like wearing pants that don't have pockets or shorts
Yeah.
that don't have pockets.
I guess if you're like training.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness.
This guy's fucking insane. This is like so pro wrestling, man.
I mean, they still do some amount of theatrics. If you see like Alex Pereira now, he'll like do all sorts of shit beforehand. Um like psychological warfare.
Yeah.
But psychological
Because it's show
warfare.
business. It's still show business, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you
right.
gotta
But I think that the UFC fighters that succeed are the ones that are like good at balancing showmanship with like actual training. Because it's like if you do too much showmanship, then usually you end up losing. If you do too much training, then you really struggle with um
the showmanship because you become too serious.
the showmanship, but it's like you really struggle with the amount of attention you get because it's like you can be a really good fighter and then you fight to the top and then you do whatever, but then because it's the UFC, because it's still like a promotion and stuff, you have a lot of like attention from fans and shit like that, and then usually like some of them will just like crumble under that pressure of they'll do great in the octagon, but then they'll crumble under the pressure of like the requirements, like the actual like showmanship requirements of it to like interact with fans and to like be able to take, especially with social media now, right, like to be able to take criticism or whatever, like all the stuff that's happening, and that can really get into your head and you can be like a really really good fighter, but as soon as that gets into your head and you start doubting yourself, all of your skill just like goes out the window. So you have to be able to like both put on a show and take the like consequences that come with being an actor essentially, and then combine that
Right.
with the validity of you being a fighter. So if they're
Right.
just focused on fighting and they're not like able to interact with the crowd, then they can really easily get in their heads and shit. So
Right. So
you gotta
wait,
be both.
Ken got.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken got replaced.
Yeah. I think he was also
Aw.
injured.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm fine. But like, I hope Harold wins. Like this guy, like just autos right into the finals. Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
He's so excited.
Well, he just wants to fight. He never got a chance to.
No, he did his first one.
No, no, but like he never got his second fight.
Yeah. They all just want to fuck each other up, to be honest.
Oh, they just want to just help the guy out, like help Howard out by coming out and like forfeiting, so there was no replacement.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. You wanted to help out Howard.
I wonder how many replacements they got for this whole
Yeah,
experience though.
the lineup next. Next.
Who's not injured in the crowd?
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 99.
Everyone check under your seats.
Winner. I mean loser.
Get in the cage.
Something like that guy. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of them is
Oh,
doing
okay.
ninjutsu, which I've never seen as a concept. I did not know it was real.
He looks like a doctor.
Yeah. This man looks like he owns a truck.
Howard.
Bird. Big job. Look at him. He's so serious and also so young here. Is he like in his 20s? Let's get it on. Oh, that's
What
not
the?
terrifying at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. My lord. They are different weight categories.
Howard's gonna kill him. Howard's gonna kill him.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, though I feel like they're different weight categories. That doesn't count as much.
Howard's gonna pop his head off. He's got it in.
You'd think, what is he bleeding from? Yes, yeah, he also has his leg and
Oh, he got out.
oof. Where is he Oh, on the head. Okay. I was trying to figure
Got
out
all
where
of
the
them.
blood was coming from.
Oh. Oh, that was a good drop down.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to defend
Jesus
himself.
Christ.
He generally doesn't know how to defend himself here.
Yeah, right? Like, that's the thing, though, is that...
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh,
see-
get out of here, man.
Right?
He won one fight.
He just
Get
shows
outta
up
here.
and then that's kind of it.
Yeah, like, look, he's
Right.
also cool, like they just wanted money in the bank. Get out of here.
Yeah. It just doesn't... It
That's
doesn't
so,
track as
that's,
hard.
this just feels like such a hollow victory.
Yeah.
And he's like dancing. Like, get out of here, man.
it's why they changed it, right? 'Cause
Yeah, like I'm glad they changed it. Somehow you're gonna do good job, kid. Like get the fuck out of here.
I mean, to be fair, well, I guess everybody dropped out, right? Like, it's supposed to be Ken Shamrock versus Gracie, like, so it's like,
Yeah.
if those two fought, it's a different fight, but everybody dropped out. Like, did he beat the rating champ of that whole experience? He did. But,
See, this was like a
no
fun
idea what
show,
they're
but like
doing.
the the end just like took it all out for me.
Yeah. That's why, like, but later on, that's once they like figure out all the rules and shit, and then like it's just like fighter versus fighter versus fighter, but then you don't get this whole like build up situation, right? Although still good.
No, it's fun to watch. Don't get me wrong, but it just feels so like such a hollow victory. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Hello, I earned this."
Um yeah, but again, like later on when you don't have this kind of structure, significantly better, and then usually what they would do is that like you have your belts um within the weight categories, and that's what they're fighting for. So you'll have like you'll still watch like, depending on how far in, like you'll still watch like 5 to 12 bouts. And like you still have that like title competition or whatever at the very end of it, where it's basically you would still see this, right, where like you just have two random dudes come in and like one of them ends up being the like world champion, but that's just because they fought to it in like a different kind of way rather than
They worked their way up.
yeah, like you basically more slowly work your way up the pyramid rather than like all in one night, which
Yeah,
makes sense
that's
for
this. No, it's obviously done a lot better now.
yeah,
Like this, like
but this is
I actually think this is a good length for like a show like this because
yeah.
like I don't want to all day watching like a tournament. Like it's different when it's UFC because you have different weight classes and different like there's a lot of more variety.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's variety here. You know what I mean? It's still all condensed into one thing.
I love the giant checks.
Yeah.
I miss giant checks. I feel like they used to utilize those a lot more. Like pre-early 2000s.
Yeah. How do you cash that? Do you just bring that to the bank? Like, how do
Yeah,
you bring that in? And not get
I've always wondered. I feel like they probably have like a smaller version of it.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure that's
assume.
the case. I think we have fairness.
Yeah, but I feel like if you bring the big one in, they still cash it just because like it just has to have all the banking information on it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
that
signature
yeah.
and
So
all that crap.
right, and if it's like probably just a photocopy, you couldn't just try to cash two checks. Funny a story. There was actually a pro wrestling story. Um, I think I heard it from Jim Cornette on his podcast.
Mm.
Basically, all pro wrestling, like in like the 70s and 80s, it was still being presented as actual combat, like it wasn't fake. Like they were still like like the guy that it's a real fight.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to have what's called battle royals. So that's like 10, 20 people get in the ring
Mm.
and they try to throw each other over the top rope, and the last person standing wins the battle royal.
That sounds like fun.
Um, yeah, actually we should watch a Rumble sometime. You might like those. But
Yeah.
anyways, one of the battle royals was for like a $10,000 check,
Mm-hmm.
and the wrestler who won it, like obviously the wrestler knows it's fake because he's a wrestler,
Yeah.
but he won it and he went to a bank and cashed it as an actual check when it was like just a fake one for show,
Oh.
like just to have like a reason to have this battle royal. And one of the bank tellers like was like, "Yeah, I saw him on TV. Like he won that."
Yeah.
Like basically for the wrestler, like to be able to like cash it as a legitimate check. And I think he did. I'm not sure what happened after the fact. I bet you'd like the promotion definitely like, you know, It
Yeah, I
was
was
like
gonna say, I'm
it's
like,
not.
because would they like split that and stuff? Like they all just get paid, I'm
I think
assuming
we bought
for.
the passes and then they
Is
were the
there
band off of
bonuses?
the contact. What do you mean in wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, if you win and lose, like you can't really get a bonus for that. Like they say there is, like the winner's purse,
Yeah.
but you can't really do a bonus on a predetermined outcome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm wondering is I'm
Like,
just like, how does that work? So they all just get paid for the experience, like
yeah,
actually,
well, each
whatever.
person has their own contract. Like John Cena is going to make a lot
Right.
more money than
Yeah.
a Carmelo.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's UFC
So
3. That's
yeah,
cool.
this is a fun show. It just kind of leaves like a sour taste in my mouth because like I don't feel like he won the tournament. Like and like is the whole point is like I want the person who won this like tournament of death to feel like the fucking man. And I feel
Yeah.
like this guy's so it almost like contradicts itself.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling that way because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to feel that way at the end of this one. Um, yeah, I agree.
What is this? Is this like pro wrestling where they're, oh, well, we're gonna do this in the third one, fourth one? Oh, we're gonna get them with all the money.
um, but next time, maybe next time, I really want to show you one of the GSP ones just because like it's those ones are always so much fun and he does so well. Or Khabib. I want to go through the entire Khabib series because shit, yeah. But I'm
Shit,
pretty
yeah.
sure those ones are not on YouTube, so we'll see. Um, but yeah, it's a lot more satisfying when you actually get to see the thing you want to see rather than whatever replacement situation. I feel like that's kind of what happens where like you have more fighters, then there's like more opportunity to like actually have like exciting fights if somebody's like dropped out or whatever. But at the early days, ain't no way. They don't know what they're doing at all. They're just like, here's to hoping.
Yeah. So I
Um,
paused mine. Show's over. It's just ending logos and credits. I already
yeah, me
saw the
too. They're
credits.
just
So
doing credits and
so
stuff.
yeah, this was definitely like a vast departure from what you normally see. So it really does like people say it's like so barbaric back in the day. It really is. Like you really like the fights feel like a fight for your life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and people are like tapping out to like just punches in the face because they're in so much pain.
Yeah,
Like
I
not just
mean,
like a submission move, like
again, it's
more along.
not gonna get less crazy than that. I will tell you it gets more crazy. They're
Really?
you yeah, oh yeah, you yeah. Yeah. You have a lot more blood involved, a lot more people getting their faces smashed in. I told you, like Orlabayev like last year, this year? Can't remember, but when it like fairly recently had like his eyeball almost come out of his face in the middle of a fight.
That's
So it does
scary.
get worse. This is actually quite tame in terms of like the fucking crazy ass shit that they're doing to each other. They just like put more rules in place that like
Make it a
you
fair
can't you
competition.
can't punch them in the back of the spinal cord because that has the
Yeah.
potential to like sever their spinal cord. And so it's like they put
Right.
rules in place that like you just can't physically kill the human being inside of the ring, and I'm pretty sure they've never had a death inside the ring. I'm sure that they've never had a death inside the ring. Um so you know, but yeah, no, for sure it gets worse. Like this is pretty chill. Like you have a lot of people bleeding every
This
single
was
card
cool.
always. Or, like people getting just like knocked the fuck out full power.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. These guys are like lunatics.
yeah, it's definitely still there. Yeah, they're definitely lunatics for sure. That's one way to describe them. Um but you know, it's cute. It's a good time. They're doing
Yeah.
their best. I
Yeah.
love them very much. Um yeah, let's scroll through this list. Um yeah, it's which one did I want to do? UFC 50, The War of '04.
Okay, let's do UFC 50.
Mm-hmm. But that one is so they start becoming 3 hours long at some point at when they get sold to Dana White, like around
Fun.
Yeah, around UFC 23, it seems that's when it jumps up in time.
Right.
And they get, no, that's Bruce Buffer. That's so cute. So, but I feel like fairly soon, like around UFC 10, 12, 13, that's when they start kind of becoming a little bit more showmanshipy. And then it kind of just goes up from there, which is fun.
I saw a lot of showmanship here. Like that church guy or that Jesus guy, he creeps me out, man. That just feels like a horror movie.
Right, yeah. You want to know the backstory to every one of them. And they have really good backstories too, which is like super fun. So, we'll see. It's a good time.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, I had fun watching this. Yeah.
Yeah, Reha. What's your... Do you have any more feedback? Any more comments, concerns, questions? Probably can't answer questions, but comments, concerns.
Yeah, I wish I just was really rooting for Ken Shamrock and he was doing really well, so I'm kind of bummed he got injured. And then
Yeah.
it's just that's a major thing that I'm just kind of annoyed by.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was on the past 2 fights before that, so UFC 1 and 2. I know in UFC 2, I'm pretty sure he does like a bunch of stuff. Like he fights like 3 times, so I can imagine him coming off of like 2 previous fights. I don't know if they're like every month as they were as they are now, but like coming off of 3 big back-to-back fights and then another 3 big and and then coming into this one doing like 2 fights, like you can get injured really easily. Like he might have broken a hand and then what are you gonna do, fight on your broken hand? That's insane.
I mean,
They usually do, so like a lot of them do break their hands within the fight that they're fighting, but they don't have to go on to do like another fight on that hand after,
yeah, they don't. They're still in adrenaline mode. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So
I think they probably drops once they get to the back.
yeah, right. Like the adrenaline wears off, and then all of a sudden you're like feeling all the feelings. So I can imagine.
Yeah.
But still very cool what they do. Still incredible. I think it's awesome. So
It is.
Reha. Yeah, that was like 2 hours. What was it? Hour and 48 minutes, I think we're at. Are we done for now? Or do you have anything else to say?
Good. I'm good. That was fun.
Cool.
Ready for Raw? There's a lot more lore I want to get you into.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, what is it, Monday? What's on Monday? Do you want to give a little rundown on what we're doing on Monday?
Monday Night Raw. I know it's supposed to be live at 3 p.m. on Netflix. I can't watch live because I'll be at work.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 8 o'clock normal start time, as we could do.
They'll just redo it on 8 o'clock, right?
It's like they won't. It's not live anymore. You know what I'm saying? But you can just watch any every thing they've already live streamed on Netflix.
Oh,
you can just go back and we just watch it pretty much. I'm just gonna have to avoid the internet a little bit so I don't get spoiled.
We'll have to,
but yeah,
do the same thing as now.
Yeah, literally the same thing.
Just all right, and play. I'm glad actually that wasn't so bad in terms of synchronizing our watch time, which is cool. That's good.
But we fun, good show. I can't wait to watch. You said UFC 50 will be next, so I guess next Saturday will be good for that.
Why not? Yeah, I think we should do it. Let's just go backwards. I think we should just go through all of the ones that we want to do and sound like fun, just all the fun ones, and then I'll fill in. Because I told you I want to do.
So you'd have to guide me in that direction. I will say one thing I do want to see. I want to see Brock Lesnar's first fight.
Oh yeah, that's pretty early on. I'm pretty sure. So we can definitely do that. Those are, or maybe we can do one in the later series and then one going back into the earlier stuff, and then one in the later stuff and one in the earlier stuff, and just kind of go back and forth. Tito Ortiz comes in very, very shortly. I see his face on UFC 13 there. He's fun to watch, in my opinion. So yeah, I think around UFC, what is this, 10 or something? They come in, there's Joe Rogan. So it gets a little bit more spectacular as time goes on. Mm-hmm. It goes just from like two dudes like beating the crap out of each other to like two dudes beating the crap out of each other and like some showmanship.
With Riz.
So it's good. It's a good time. Yeah, Reha. Okay, cool. I shall I'll switch on to the ending soon scene and then we can stay and wrap up. And then
Okay.
But yes, we will see you guys next on Monday. We love you. All of this
Thank
will
you
be
to all who joined
posted.
us.
What?
Thank you to all who joined us.
Yes, Reha, thank you to all who joined us. This will be on Twitch for a while, and then it's going to be probably on YouTube and Patreon shortly, as soon as I get myself together. So, tune in. Don't tune out. Just tune in. All is well, and we love you. Good night.
Peace.